I'm here with a Sega Moonwalker. I'm really excited about this board. I know this one has a battery in here that actually goes dead, and I'm hoping that's the problem with this. I bought it non-working on eBay. So we're going to see. I did some research, see if I could resurrect this board. What you got to do is you got to take this large chip out here. This is a processing chip. This is what comes with Sega. Sega created this chip, and what they did is they put a battery inside here. I read it actually read 3 volts. It should be around 3.6 volts. I'm hoping that's the problem here. There's actually a chip in here that has an encryption code. This is not like the CPS2 board where you actually have like a half hour to replace the battery. Once the power goes dead to this battery, this chip is no good anymore. Be careful when you take this metal plate off here. When you take this metal plate off, if you rip the wire out of here, that kills the battery as well. The way to resurrect this board, I have a processor coming tonight, the CPU processor. It's right here for this large chip. It's called a 68,000 processor. You can pick one of those up on eBay for like 10, 12 bucks. You drop it in there, and then what you have to do is chip number 5 and number 6 up here on the ROM board. You have to burn, there's codes all over the internet to resurrect this board. You burn 5 and 6. It's a 2C, check that, it's 27C020 with the ROMs. So you burn those 2 ROMs, put them in here, put the new processor in here, and I'm crossing my fingers. I'm hoping that this resurrects the board. Like I said, I did check this out. It was about 3 volts. I'm hoping that there's not more to this board, it's just other than to resurrect it. You can change these batteries out, and again, you can't lose power to it. You got to constantly have power to it. But we'll see. We're going to cross fingers. I got the processor coming today. The chips are already burned for 5 and 6 that I have here. And then we're going to plug it in and hopefully hope for the best. I got it on eBay, like I said. You know, these boards are probably going for $300. I got it for like $200. If not, I'm going to have to troubleshoot more and see what else is wrong with it. All right. I'm going to cut here, and I'll be back after I get the processor, which should be today. So I'm back with this Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. It turns out that the battery was in fact dead, even though it did read 3 volts, but it's dead. So I had to remove that battery, and then put this 68,000 CPU in here. Nothing has to be programmed onto that. It's just a 68,000 CPU, pretty generic, about $10 on eBay. I had to reprogram these 2 ROMs here. These 2 ROMs, their files are all over the internet. You can find it. So when I reprogrammed it, it turned out that nothing came on at all. It was still dead. So I was like, well, what did I do wrong? Dug a little bit deeper. I ended up picking up an Alien Storm, which is it's a Sega board as well, similar to this Sega 18 system. You know, so it's the only Sega system that's a JAMA. The 16 and 24 are not JAMA. So I got that. And you can see here, it's the Alien Storm motherboard. They are interchangeable. The Sega System 18 motherboards are all interchangeable. I took the ROM board, and for a Moonwalker, obviously this is very important. You'll see a lot of them. Like Alien Storm doesn't have this chip here. That's probably one of the things that's important for the Moonwalker. So I put this ROM board on the Alien Storm motherboard, and it booted right up and played no problem. So I was able to resurrect the Moonwalker, but I had to get an Alien Storm different motherboard. Yeah, I'll take that sticker off, maybe if I can even put the Moonwalker on there. But it works great now. Again, I resurrected it. Files you get online, you burn these chips. The chips are 27C020s, so you can program those. Again, you need the 68,000 CPU. It's a big chip, and you can just throw it right in there. Alright, I'll throw it in the cab and play a round or 2, and let's check it out. It's actually a pretty fun game. The Moonwalker back of the cabinet. Again, it's resurrected. I had to switch out the motherboards. I'm going to play around with the motherboard to see actually what happened. But they are interchangeable between the different Sega System 18 boards. You know. Obviously, the music is all like Michael Jackson music there. If you have any questions, you can see I'm going to keep this one. I really liked Michael Jackson, so thanks for watching.